thank you, Mr. Adrian. So, I guess my introduction earlier was true enough, right? Okay, so our second speaker have arrived. Well, our next speaker is someone who has become the pioneer of e-fulfillment in Malaysia. Mr. Tommy started iStore iSend, first e-fulfillment provider in Malaysia in 2009, after identifying e-commerce requires logistics to help grow and sustain e-commerce in Malaysia. He has been learning about e-fulfillment through the hard way. So without wasting any seconds, I would like to invite Mr. Tommy Yong.
Yes, afternoon everyone. My name is Tommy. We are from my store iSIS. Not what we used to be known as iSIS. But they took our name, right? I can't really sue them, I'm afraid. Okay, so thanks to Stack for inviting. Okay, so now I'm not going to go into how to sell. I'm not going to go into what's the pros of selling online, because that's what you're here for. So confirm it's very good to sell online. Okay, but the way selling has changed. Logistics have not changed. When we talk about logistics, we're just talking about the last mile delivery. We're talking about the first mile where you get your stocks from your supplier, down to the middle mile where you do your distribution warehousing, to the last mile where you use courier service providers, both locally and internationally. So, okay. So as you said, nowadays you not only sell online via your Facebook, you sell on marketplaces, you sell on social media, you basically sell wherever you can make money, right? So logistics have to change over time. It has to be a bit more quicker in response. It has to be a bit more erratic in nature rather than schedule. Because today customer order, tomorrow must arrive, and especially with same-day providers like Xylem around here, you can actually deliver the same day. So okay, this is the fundamental difference with a B2B and a B2C. So B2B is, most of them is in large size carton, schedule, weekly. So something you can plan ahead around time. But for B2C, where we are in, basically business to consumer, it's something that you can't plan. You don't know whether today you're having 10 parcels, you don't know whether you're having 100 parcels, you have no idea. Okay? So, and for B2B, customer sensitivity is lower, meaning if you deliver something not according to the DO, they still can accept. If you deliver the wrong thing to the customer, I think your Facebook will not get then non-stop, right? So tracking is also very important nowadays. Last time, as long as it's delivered, that's it, with the chop sign DO. Now it's like they want to know every single step from your order, is it being processed or not, to is it up for shipping, has it been picked up by the courier company, where is it now? The guy is having a drink somewhere, also you want to know why he's not delivering to you right now. So you want to know all these things, right? So service level is very high, right? Okay. So actually, of course, you need to sell first, right? But if you don't plan about your logistics or your supply chain at the back, right, the cost is high, all right? So for example, you don't plan properly your inventory, your storage cost is high. You don't plan your efficiency, your pick and pack cost is high. Delivery costing will be high if you are unable to access what we call multiple courier selection, right? And customer experience is bad, right? So your lifetime value, your CAC, or customer acquisition cost also goes up because all these costs increase, right? But if you have more better planned out logistics or supply chain management, your cost can be lowered significantly. I won't say yes, but customer experience will increase, and that results in more return sales, right? Okay, so I'm just here to share some basic inventory management knowledge. Some of you might know, some of you might not know, so I'll assume none of you all know. Okay, so what is an SKU? This is actually very important. It's based down to your item, right? Every single item has to have an SKU or a storekeeping unit. If it's a different color, a different size, it should be assigned a different SKU. Okay? And please bear in mind that when you are most probably selling multi-channel now, make sure that all your channels SKU is the same. If not, you will not be able to manage your stock. So this is actually very important. Okay, the brown and the red, make sure the SKU is different. If it's the same, don't. I know that some of the people here will actually do multiple listing, basically one item, multiple SKUs on a marketplace to get increased attention. Right? Yes, you can do that, but again, bear in mind with your SKU management, like your mapping, don't ship out the wrong things or don't oversell by too much because some people might penalize you. Some people. Right? I mean, you all know who I'm talking about, right? Okay, so why is it important? Okay, it is important because this is where you keep track of your items. But please bear in mind, do not use your SKU to try to determine what item is it. I've seen like customers trying to sell, let's say they're trying to sell, for example, Nike shoes, right? So they want to put Nike in front, then they want to put which year, then they want to put blah, blah, blah. Like, trying to look at the SKU and knowing what item is it, you know. You don't need to do that. Come on, you go to Uniqlo, you take the SKU, you think the counter guy knows what item is it. If you give him the SKU code, no. But at least have maybe like, this is the season or trend when there's a code, or maybe your supplier code, something like that. So something that you can identify, but don't need to identify down to the item description level. Don't take too much time thinking if 0001 is a perfect number. Okay, don't need to think about a big mixture. So okay, so on average, right, most clients or most online merchants have around 200 to 300 SKUs. Having a good amount of SKU is a good thing, but having too much is a complicated. So you also know with this SKU you can track your stock movement. Okay, for example, you come in 100, or you come in 5, or you come in 3. You want to know how many is sold. You want to know who bought it, and you want to know how many is left. It's very important. Any single stock is missing, it actually takes back more sales to cover that lost item. So stock or inventory count is very important. Okay, and you don't want to stock up too much, right? Space. Okay, maybe you all have a big space that you all can stock up. Most of the startups I know, they start from home and they don't really have much space until they don't even have space to cook, right? And you have some serious problem. Okay. Okay, so like I said, when you categorize your SKU, it's not based on the product description. It's more based on how, your movement of your stock. So you the 20-80 rule is quite rigid, proven. Alright, so 20% of your SKUs will give you 80% of your sales, and vice versa. 80% of your SKUs will give you 20% of your sales. So you need to categorize your SKUs into different categories, like either they are fast moving, not so fast moving, least slow moving, or the slowest moving, so that you can properly plan your inventory. But to do all this, you need SKUs. You need to manage the reports, right? So, for example, this is a true story or true case study of our client. They sell Pampers. In fact, do you all know that what are the top 5 selling items in Lazada? Number 1? What? Adrian? Pampers. Yeah, but I don't know I don't sell Pampers Not much money to do from there. Okay, so Pampers, right, comes in various sizes. You got XL, L, S, M. Okay, so based on the case study or the data that we did for our clients, right, XL actually moves the most. S moves the least. XL is 10 times the movement of S. Alright, so if you pay attention to your SKU movement, you can actually plan for this. Alright, don't buy too much S. Don't buy too little XL. But you don't stock up S to a minimal level. Okay? Like traditionally, or the most conventional way is when you reach a certain level, you will top up to the maximum level. That is right, but why are you going to top up S if it sells only once a month? Even if you have 5 left, you're not going to top it up until 20. Why? Waste space, waste money. You only have so much money to buy stock, right? So all this, you have to be able to, the more carrying more inventory makes more sense, but you have to be careful and selective of what you are carrying so that you do not over commit. And then when things don't sell, they don't actually lay eggs and grow, they don't reproduce, right? Okay, so stock control and replenishment, this is just some basic maths. Right? So let's say, for example, your velocity or your turn, meaning how much you sold in the past 2-3 weeks, right? That's X amount. Then you have how much current stock, right? And then versus when is your next replenishment? It could be 10 days, 20 days, 1 month, up to your. Then you have to, based on that, you have to order the quantity, right? You're not going to over order. Of course, you have to have some data. For no data, you can order any amount you want. But those that you have data, I mean, I've seen clients that, you know, wow, their first 2 weeks sales is fantastic. They sold maybe 500, and then they replenished in 1,000. But they've forgotten the fact that, you know, as time goes by, their 3rd week, their 4th week, their 5th week, the sales is quite bad because it could be a hit item for the first 2 weeks. While for other items like, you know, they have just been selling constantly every day or every week, they don't replenish the amount because they thought it's slow moving, but it's actually constant. So you have to monitor all this so that you do not you can't avoid the fact, but try to reduce over ordering or under ordering. Because if you don't fulfill the orders, you get penalized. Not by me, okay? So, yeah, logistics cost. There is a cost involved, okay? Never think logistics is free and it's not subsidized. Okay, subsidized logistics is not your actual cost, because one day when the subsidy is gone, the cost is still there. Okay? So you have to think about your storage costs, right? Your rent, your utilities, your insurance. A lot of people when they start off they don't buy insurance. And when they lost things, they cry. Literally cry. Okay? Do have some form of insurance. I mean, come on, insurance agents are everywhere, right? Look at them. Then you have your processing costs, right? You have your packaging costs, you have your labor costs, you have your stationery costs. Yes, elephant date is expensive. Okay? Most people actually don't take all these costs into account, but it is cost. Bubble wrap is costly. I heard bubble wrap is selling very expensive now, right? Okay? So then your distribution costs, your delivery costs. Alright. Your delivery costs, actually, a lot of people try to reduce the delivery cost by saying, oh, you give me 10 cents cheaper, I go there. You give me 50 cents cheaper, I go there, right? Come on, the poor guys need to make some money, right? Okay? It's not really that big a deal because we've done some stats count that which I'll share later. So on logistic cost on average is 10 to 15% of your revenue, right? You can shave off some, but don't expect it to be 5 or below because you're not doing bulk. You're doing B2C, you're doing the consumer. Every single package costs money. You're not shipping in bulk, okay? So, okay, if we look at standard costing, you know, on your logistics, I mean, let's say we take 10 ringgit, right? 1 ringgit actually goes to your storage, inclusive of insurance, utilities. 2 ringgit is around your packaging cost, plus material, plus labor, yada yada. 7 ringgit is around delivery. Alright, some people might get better rate at 4, 5, 6, but this is just an estimate. Okay? So how do we reduce the logistic cost per unit or per item? You increase your basket size. It means people buy more than 1 item. Right? If it's 1 item, you're still shipping out 10, but if it's 2 items, you're not paying a new package, right? You're just paying the difference in the weight. So it actually encourages more people to buy. You should encourage more people to buy more because logistic costs will shrink. Your storage will shrink a bit, your processing still remain the same because it's still the same amount to be done, but your distribution cost lower. That's why for B2B, they can go down to 5% or lower costing because it's in bulk. Okay? Of course, this doesn't, you have to take into account some people will buy insurance because it's high value, right? But overall, this is just a guideline. Okay? Okay. So now we have multi-channel selling, right? You don't only sell on your own website, you don't only sell on Facebook, you don't only sell on Instagram. All these are PM culture, right? You don't only sell on marketplaces. You sell everywhere. That's why you have people like WebShaper. They help you to list everywhere, right? So other than the marketplaces, your web stores, your group buying site, I mean, some might sell on Groupon, right? Then you have your social and m-commerce, right? And then you have your local marketplace, you have verticals. Verticals meaning they only deal in that product. So everywhere, you're selling everywhere now. So it becomes more complex if you want to manage your sales. You need to know which of your sales orders source. You need to know the performance of each channel so that you can properly allocate the resources. Right? Surprisingly, it doesn't mean that if you list on the biggest, you'll get the most sale. listing on a website or a marketplace that targets your audience can drive more sales. I mean, listing clothes on Lazada is not going to drive sales. I'd rather list on Zalora. Makes more sense, right? Okay, so fulfillment in a multi-channel environment. Okay, so to maximize sales, you have to list all SKUs in all channels, right? Then it happens in real time, so your inventory level control is important. Okay, maybe you want to do overselling, which is, I wouldn't say it's right or wrong, it's still business. But you have to manage customer expectations. So if you know you oversell, call the customer first. It's okay, Malaysians are very patient, right? They're all very patient people. Right, we get stepped on so many times, we don't make a noise, right? Okay? But, so just tell them, as long as you know this item is sold out, you receive the money, and you just say, I'm sorry, I think we sold out because other platforms we're selling. Can you wait for 2 to 3 weeks for new stocks? Do an, what we call an aggressive approach to customer service, not a reactive approach. So you call them before they get pissed at you. Okay, but to do this, you need to have a sales and inventory management system in place, right? Okay. So tracking information is important. You have to, okay, this is what a lot of people like to do. They like to put up the tracking number first before they actually process the item. Not advisable actually. They're getting smarter and smarter in catching all this, right? So it means that you have to process the item first, then only upload the tracking number. Try not to do it the other way around. It really won't work when you scale up. Really, many clients come to me and say that, how come you keep the tracking number so slow? I say, because I process already, only I give you. Even that takes 2 hours, they say it's slow. Why? Because for them, at the morning, they will just load or take all the tracking number and load. It's fast. But tracking numbers are not live. There's no point. Right? Okay. So how do you do your own fulfillment at home? Right? So you can hire more people once your sales increase, right? To monitor also each channel, right? You of course buy more boxes, packaging material. You can get some B2C software, all right? That's available in the market. Some are expensive, some are cheap, but might not cater to your needs or to a certain extent only, right? And you buy, please. Okay, I don't know how many of you are using Post Laju here. Anyone using Post Laju here? You all have dot matrix printer, or not? No, okay, good luck. Continue writing, Okay, get a dot matrix printer. It's not that expensive, it's a good investment. Okay, then if you can get an inventory system, get scanners and all. It's much easier than typing on your own. Okay. Yes, and you need proper shelvings. Don't try to stack everything in one corner. If you have 100 SKUs in that corner and you have to pack 5 orders, right? You'll take half a day trying to figure out where everything is. Okay? Or if you are sick and ask someone to pack, right? Or try your best. Okay. So last miles. There's a lot of options now, right? You have your local courier, your Takubins, your FedEx, your on-demand. Oh yeah, that is not there yet. It's a whole slide, bro. Okay. Then you got parcel lockers, right? You got InPost, you got Box It. So there are many different ways to deliver now. And you got the latest one, what's it called already? Postcode. Many different ways to deliver. Alright? So the variety is there. Okay? So up to you all to decide which service is the best. Okay? And this is a lot of questions that I get. So we did 10,000 parcel statistic count. Which courier company is the best? So every single color represents a courier company. Most of them perform almost the same time. I mean, they don't exactly take 1 day to deliver. Actually, I do, right? No, I don't. Okay, so based on our statistics, 75%, okay, 50% of delivery gets attempted. Oh no, 75% of delivery get attempted on the next day. I have that pie, but I don't know where I put it in. So 75% of the deliveries get attempted the next day. Out of the 75%, 75% is successful. and the remaining 25% of that first day attempt is failed. And out of the remaining 25%, that not actually more than 25%. Basically, not everything is next day. I'm just trying to tell you that even if a courier company tells you it's next day, it's not. Okay?
It's same day.
Yeah lah, with Xylem you get same day. I know, you get same day. Right? But Xylem don't have the capacity yet to deliver 100,000 parcels a day. Right? Business is too good, but they can't deliver 100,000 parcels a day yet. Okay? So, bear in mind, when you write there next day, already statistically shown that it's not going to happen. In fact, delivering in KL takes longer than delivering to Penang. Okay? That's the sad truth. Because, okay, people ask me, hey, courier companies are making so much money, why they don't increase their service, right? It's all business. One truck can only do 50 plates. That's what I confirm already, it's not even 70, you know. 50 plates. This includes pickups. Okay, one truck can do 50 plates. So if to cover their costs, they need to at least do 40 drops or 40 places to cover their drops. So anything more than 40 is earning money. Okay. So you think that you have 70 drops a day, he's going to buy a new truck for you? No, he's losing money for both trucks. He won't. So that's why the service level will not be as per agreed upon, because financially it doesn't make sense. Okay? But it will get there, It's just that not there yet. So don't over-promise your customers. Like next day, you want to compete, right? Next day, confirm sure can get one. I put there next day, my customer will buy one. Walao. You prepare to get, come on. The thing is, customers, Malaysians are very patient, but the one that complains is exceptionally not patient, right? So they want to put on your Facebook, put like 10,000 comments, tell you why it's this slow, but it's the same guy, okay, that got nothing to do, except post on you, right? I have no idea why. They just like to post on you. Then when they hijack other people's posts and say that you also bad. Come on, okay. So this is statistics that we get the data, alright? So if you tell me which is better, all same. Okay, it's how you come ching inside with the guy to get your stuff sent out. Okay, like if there's any problem, call him, and then he settles for you. Okay, so to get the best service, you spread the load. Okay, certain areas, certain courier companies do better, or certain weight range they do better. Don't ask me why. So you have to know your delivery zone. Okay, you have to know your size of your package. You have to know your tracking, pickup services. Okay, and you know your returns and claims. This is actually very important. Returns and claims, right? Standard time is around 3 months to get your claims. Okay, when you lost something, and bear in mind, lost can claim. Broken, not 100% can claim. Okay, so although they tell you you can claim, then they'll tell you how is it broken, and it's a big fight again just to go and claim. Okay, and now there's no ODAs now, but there used to be a lot of ODAs where there's extra charges. Definitely all the Pulau cost more, except Pulau Penang. Okay, so make sure know what you are getting into. Okay, and whether their tracking facilities are up. Even if they are not up, it's okay as long as got something to track. But returns are the most important. You have to manage your return because it's your stock coming back. You have to be very careful. Okay. So, are you ready for e-commerce fulfillment? It depends on your orders per day, right? So when you are what we call startup, you actually pay more attention to your delivery service and multi-channel management, right? But as you increase your volume, like more than 20 a day to 100 a day, you actually look into fulfillment because by increasing your efficiency, you reduce you reduce the time spent on doing all this operating, which is not generating you money, saving you money, but it's not generating you money. Alright? Remember, when you sell online, the most important thing is how to sell. The second is how to source. If you can source good products, you can sell. You can't source, you can't sell. No matter how much you press on the logistics, it's not going to save on you. Okay? Then as you go up, you need customer service. And if you grow larger enough, actually I think you should pay attention is your analytics. Which channel sells the most, what item moves the most, what is your price ticket point, or blah blah blah, yada yada, right? That one you have to pay attention. That's where you differentiate yourself from others. Customer service is important, but nobody pays attention to the data they have. I mean, are your audience skewed towards the middle income, low income, high income? Are there more gender, more female, more male? You know, what are their spending habits? Then you can determine new products. A lot of people know how to sell, but then they've forgotten to do the analysis. But I'm just a fulfillment guy. I'm not a sales guy. I don't sell stuff. Okay. Okay. So this is the part where I come in. All right. So I try to sell. So I'm from my store. I said, okay, we do fulfillment. Okay. So this is just some snapshots of our warehouse. We actually use a pick-to-light system for processing orders. We don't discriminate. I have clients with one order a week that we serve. And also we serve clients with a few hundred orders a day. So we do. Okay. Okay, so this is just some snapshots of our warehouse in Teluk Parliman Garang. We actually operate 3 warehouses, 2 in Malaysia, 1 in Singapore. This is one of them in Teluk Parliman Garang in Klang, a bit far, but nearer to the seaport. So we use shelvings instead of, we have the rackings, alright, but we use shelving because online you deal in loose items, right? Shelvings are important. Even for yourself at home, please invest in shelves. Very cheap only. Okay? Invest in shelves. So at least you have a proper place to put. Don't put everything in box and then stack up the box. Then we need to process orders. Again, you go to the corner just to take everything out. It takes a lot of time. Okay? So we also have a system called Odin. It's online delivery inventory system. So basically monitors your item count, your sales, your order count. It also monitors it tells you, for example, information, what's the biggest size per one order actually achieved. We actually have an order that was from Singapore. The fellow bought around 60 plus items in one basket. Yeah, and all kinds of things were there. I mean, Singapore is a bit more mature market, so they actually buy a lot of FMCG stuff online. Dettol, rubber, Dynamo, everything, they just buy, even yours, 100 plus, they buy online. Yes. And actually, you can now buy Mami Cool Tea online in Malaysia. I think it's selling on 11th Street. Because we have that in the warehouse. Okay. So these are all monitoring. Then you have your, basically you can check your order history from which sources, order creation, inventory management. Okay. You want to know your inventory level. You want to know how many is being good, bad, processed. And also we also have the order statuses where you want to know the status of your order, whether is it being processed or whether is it stuck, out of stock, and then the tracking statuses of is it out for delivery, first attempt, second attempt, stuck at the hub, stuck at the collection point, right? So on and so forth. So everything is there. Okay? So it's an interface for our clients to log in to check their statuses. So I think that's about it. Visit us at www.istore.com.